Today we're going to take a little bit of a risk. We're going to lease a field or two, and I'm looking at these two here, 44 on the map and then 27 as well. It looks like it does need plowed. Zach Durham is the owner of this one, and then over here we have Sheila McFarland who owns that one. Let's go ahead and try to get a hold of them and find out the cost of this. So first thing we want to do is we want to jump into the map and click on farmland, and we know we're looking at field 65 and 66. Now, farmable land 66 has more, but there's a little area that's not actually farmable. So when we come down here and now look at 65, we know that this one's going to cost us $23,000 to lease, and 66 is going to cost us $34,000 to lease. I think we're going to just go with field 27/65 here. So over here we should, yeah, we own it, but we really are leasing it. And so the next thing we want to do, and we're going to plant cotton. Cotton is a very popular crop in Brazil, and it's also a very profitable crop. So let's go ahead and head to the store. We want to get a plow. We need to get that taken care of. And then let me see if the field data tells us anything about lime. It does not need limed. So we will just need to get it plowed to get it ready to be planted. And I think that'll be a smart way to maximize our profit on it. So we'll lease that plow that we used the other day. We'll get it again from the dealership. And then we'll head back over there and get started on today's tasks. All right, we are at the dealership, and we might as well check the used market to see if there's anything worth buying. Let's go ahead and get parked over here, and I'll get a hold of them and ask them what they got for us today. Taking a look at the used market, we want to see if there's anything that's gonna benefit us for this lease, and I just don't see anything yet. No. So let's go in here. We'll start with the plow. And what, this one's 9 meters. Yeah, we want the 16 meter bad boy. Let's lease that. It'll be $4,300. Go ahead and hop in here. Turn around, see exactly where they pulled it out for us. We want to sneak on over there. Turn around. I need to get realistic cab view installed because I think that would really help. And that should be good there, nice and lined up. We'll just back up just a hair more. How are we not lined up? There we go. Had to go way back. Okay, and back to the field. And with this size of an implement, it won't be that tough of a job for us. We've done this many times. Look that way, cruise back this way. We'll get back to the field and get this work done. Didn't think the prices were gonna be that expensive to lease these, so I was hoping to get both these fields, but no way we'd have been able to swing that. So we'll just do this one. We'll get this all unfolded. Got just a hair. Let's go like right there. That's good. That looks nice. All right, get completely on the field. Lower the plow. Yeah, and like always, we'll start with a headland that will allow us to go up and down a lot easier and not have to drive over the neighbors' fields. But this thing is a beauty. What a godsend this plow is. I'm glad the dealership had this available to us. Now, let's get it done. So we got the Kenzie planter. We got that leased. It's going to cost us around, I think it was $12,000. You see our money is at $10,000. Got the field all planted, so that's all, or not planted. We got it all plowed. Now we're going to plant it, but I think we're going to head home first and take a little bit of a early morning, maybe breakfast break, and let this storm pass. All right, so we did hang out at home until breakfast and lunch were finished. It was nice getting a little bit of relaxing in today. But we'll head on up. You'll be able to see exactly how good this field looks now that it's plowed. And we're going to hope that 2,000 liters of liquid fertilizer and 2,000 liters of seed is going to be good enough. Make sure it's set to cotton. And yeah, you can see nice and pretty plowed field. Let's go ahead and get this opened up. Man, I've been using the same implements in multiple series. It's like I just fall in love with certain things. This Kenzie's awesome. I love the width of it. All right, so that's good. Lower it down, enable it, and get some cotton in the ground. It's about time we do some cotton in Brazil. Popular crop here. And let's see, this recommends 18 miles an hour for the max speed. So I think I'm gonna set it, let's see, probably like, yeah, about right here. Let's see how that feels. 16 miles an hour, not bad. All right, we'll get focused on this. And hopefully this is a wise decision. Though the seeds are going down super fast, we might be buying some more. I'm pretty close to being finished with this, and I'm hoping we have enough seed here because, oh, and turning around's been interesting when we don't lift. So we've been lifting. I'm trying to do better at being a little more realistic with stuff like that. It's like, why is this not turning around? And it makes sense with, you got the planter digging into the ground and then you're trying to turn sharp. That's not gonna work very good. So 5% left. This should be the last pass right here. And this is looking good. Should be all prepped and ready to get another application of fertilizer put down in December. But let's go ahead and fold this up. We'll head home, drop off the leftover seed and fertilizer so that we can use it later on. Well, I did it again. I drove to the dealership instead of home. So I think we'll go ahead and drop off the seed and fertilizer here and pick it up later. It gives us a good opportunity to just return the planter to them while we're here. So I will come over here. I'll make sure they're okay with me storing it here for now. There we go. That's where those will stay. And I'll let them know we've returned the seeder. The planter. It's a planter. All right, and hopefully there's some good contracts in December because we're running low on funds. We do have enough to get by for November, but I don't believe we have enough to get by after that. So let's go ahead, get home. We'll rest for the night. We'll look at contracts, but we also need to make sure we do take care of the fertilizer in December as well on the cotton field. Just fertilizing and weeds. That is all that's available. I think we are going to take this big one though, and we'll make sure. Yeah, that'll make sense to get us enough money to get by. And you know what? I forgot to look at some statistics for you guys last episode. We're at 18, so that'll be mission number 19. So we're getting there. We're getting there. All right, let's drop in the fence. We already have the sprayer attached. So we will go to the dealership and fill up as much as we can from this. And I'm guessing after we do our field, and then we need to do field 47, which just happens to be the biggest field on the map, I think. So yeah, we'll probably have to buy a little more nitrogen or liquid fertilizer, but we'll go get that picked up right now and see how far this gets us on our field. We'll prioritize that first and then do the contract. It did fill it up all the way, so this should be more than enough for our field. And then we'll use everything we have and come back at that point. But let's go ahead and head on to our field and do that now. Oh, look at that. The cotton is starting to grow. Look at this all opened up. I want to hop out and take a look at this. Yes, already at a 73% yield bonus. Oh gosh, we need to start rolling. We need to start rolling so we can get the most yield. Bird's following me. Why is my door open? I don't even know what button I pushed to do that, but we're gonna live with it. Get some fresh air today. Okay, and away we go. And let's see what the speed recommendation is. 12. We'll get that all configured and cruise control away. Yeah, let's see. Hopefully we have a good amount left and we don't have to spend too much money on that massive contract, but bringing in around, 19, maybe probably after it's all said and done and we buy some fertilizer, probably about $16,000. I think it's well worth it. And delightfully done. Taking care of our lease field here. Just got to turn the sprayer on one more time. Get this going. And then we'll head on over to field 47. And get that going. Not a lot going on the farm. It's, having a hard time figuring out exactly how to keep these videos engaged. I want to thank everyone that hangs out. And I appreciate every single one of you that comments and likes, and even the lurkers. The lurkers are my favorite. The people that just watch the videos and enjoy the content and don't have much to say, because when it comes to consuming content on YouTube and other platforms, I myself am a huge lurker as well. So absolutely appreciate every single one of you. All right, let's see how far this 34% gets us. Hopefully a pretty decent start. I'm hoping at least the headland, and then we'll have to go fill up. We'll get a complete full load, and then after that, there's more fertilizing contracts, so I might continue looking into those and see, if there's a smaller field that we might want to do to just use the capacity of fertilizer that we have to just make a little bit more money this year. Well, I don't think it's going to quite get us around the headland. So this might be a little more expensive to fertilize than I thought, but it'll still be a good profit when we get all said and done. So once this stops spraying, we'll go ahead and fold up and head back in and fill her up again. Oh boy. We'll see you in a second. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna have quite 1,000 liters in here. I think we're probably gonna have like maybe 100. 300. So we'll go ahead and buy another one of those, and hopefully this 2,000 liters here is enough to finish the job, but we don't have enough cash. Oh no. Think. Okay, what we're gonna do here is we're gonna come in here and we're gonna sell the bale spikes, and we're gonna sell the front loader that we can't use, and we'll buy it back if we need it. That's awkward. I hope this is enough to finish that job. All right, we're back where we were, pretty much. We can see on the ground there. We'll go ahead and activate it and start cruising. Yeah, so we should have just about enough to fill this up again. Maybe a little bit less. We're 34% done. I do think we're gonna have to go back and get more, but I think what's left in that container at the dealership is going to get the job done for us. Make sure we shut off every opportunity we have so we don't waste any product. And let's loop back this direction. I'll have to adjust the angle here so I can see the ground. There we go. We need to get over more because we're wasting a little bit there. And ooh, these lines are making me a little dizzy. I hope it's not doing that for you guys. Let's adjust that. Yeah, just a hair. There we go. That's a little better. All right, we'll get this done and see if there's anything else we want to do in December, though funds are a little bit of a struggle right now. These lines are making me dizzy, and I never get dizzy, so I'm a little confused. And just about to run out of fertilizer again, and I believe we're, 96% done, so that's unfortunate that we have to run all the way back to the store, but I think there might be a back way here. Let's get there a little quicker. Yeah, it might be about the same. But we'll go ahead and do that. We'll cruise on over, get the last 4% sprayed, and I think we'll look for one more because we might as well maximize that money we're making off of this. Okay, so the shortcut was not a shortcut. It actually took me a lot longer. Oh, that's a nice church. I haven't been over here. That looks cool. All right, let's get in here, fill this up, and get back. And then we'll look for a smaller field that we feel confident that we have enough capacity to finish up. Almost, look at that, 96% full. That car just threw me. I did cut it off, but geez. What kind of physics? All right, now finding where we haven't sprayed will be fun. Believe it's gonna be, yeah, right around there. So we'll loop around and oh boy. These lines are not easy on the eyes. That should be a good spot. Just need 3%. So I'm gonna risk it by driving like this and loop around. There it is, shut it off. And let's go ahead and turn that in right away. And we are driving still, so let's stop that. And now let's see, fertilizer. Let's do this 3,400 one, risk it. We're gonna accept that and we're head over to field 12 and hopefully 92% is enough. We're sitting at $23,000 now. I think that was worth it. We're completely broke, sold a couple things that we really don't need. We'll buy those again. Hopefully we can find them used, but we do need something for front loading, and I would rather have a front loader personally than a tractor to do it with. I just find that more functional. All right, where are we going here? All the way up to the north, pretty far. Looks like we want to just take the highway all the way around or cut through fields. Which one would you do? Let me know in the comments. Well, we ended up taking a little bit of a break due to a pretty strong rainstorm that came in around noon. And it's dried up, the sun's out, baking the fields again. So we should be good to put this liquid fertilizer down on field 12 for this farmer. We just gotta get up to the field entry here and take a right. Here we go. So we have, oh, this is sad. What happened? Emily, why did you let it wither? Was this field owned by Emily too? Yeah, Emily, all the sugarcane got withered. Oh, that's terrible. Okay, let's get to field 12 and get this contract fulfilled. So I did want to talk about ending this year in December, and that gets us set up moving forward to be able to go January through December for the years on this series. So this will be the last episode for now. We're going to switch over to Whiskey RP, the grand finale of that series. And I have a fun story to, it has been a fun story, and it's going to be an interesting ending. I hope you guys like it, and I do regret the amount of time off we've taken from Whiskey RP, so we'll get back to that. That'll be the next episode that comes out after this one will be Whiskey RP, besides Supercut you might see. And yeah, after that we're gonna get back to old school and then sneak in somehow another season of New Lands. And I have kind of a bittersweet opinion on if we're gonna hear an announcement from Giant soon on a new game, because I would love Farming Simulator 22 with some updated graphics, updated functionality. Or 25, Farming Simulator 25. But we don't know. We don't know yet. And that's really going to determine the plans for the rest of the year for the channel. Is it going to be busting through some series to finish up what we have in progress? Or are we going to start some new things? And I really think the starting new things is going to be determined by whether or not we hear an announcement here in the early summer. And I do have a couple of series ideas that I've been wanting to get to, but I wanted to wrap up some of these other ones first. So that's what's on my mind. We're also going to start doing a little bit more live streaming in the upcoming months. I think I've locked down a day of the week that we're going to do that on, and I'm hoping to start that, honestly, prior to this episode coming out. But if I don't, I apologize. We are going to get back to that. I absolutely love streaming, and this new process we have, that is freeing me up to keep my mind a little bit more at ease and not feel as burnt out and still be able to bust out as much content as possible for you guys. And eventually, if this works out the way it's trending to, we'll be able to do even more content and maybe potentially get back to long term having almost a video a day, because I really loved being able to get that much content out for you guys and bust through episodes and seasons and harvests a lot faster than we have been lately. So this contract's done. Let's go ahead and turn that in. And 67% left. Where does that put us at on the statistics? That's 20 contracts. That sounds like a beautiful way to end the year 2 of Coffee Empire. Year 1 was all about getting established and getting to know this town. Year 2 was about finally making some money off of coffee and getting out of debt a little bit. Year 3 is going to be about trying to get that debt removed and completely finished and be able to roast some coffee beans. So those will be the goals for next season. And we're going to have just a little break, maybe a month, maybe 2 months. I'll have to look back at the schedule. I think it's actually like 6 weeks we're taking off from the Coffee Empire. But yeah, give us your feedback, and depending on how things go, we might bring it back sooner. Depending on other things that get announced, it might take a little bit longer. But I appreciate all of you for hanging out. From Socks Way Up, and I'll catch you on the next episode. As we're leaving the map, I went the wrong way. Bye.